Hello, everybody.
Hello, friends.
Welcome to Sheep Day.
Sheep Day on Curiosity Chill.
Curiosity Chill, where we study what you want. We poll each week at the end of the stream what we'll study next week. And last week, I would say you were adamant about studying sheep.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously today's subject is sheep, and we'll pull another subject at the end of the stream to see what's good with next week's topic. And it's okay for me. Thank you very much for being here for 10 months, almost a year. Thank you for your support, friend. We've got a bunch of articles that have been sent to us. Some of you just cannot contain yourself and need information on sheep. And this is what we've got here. We've got 6 different articles, and we could start with any one of them. Thank you to Clomo and Jade for sending us some options. You can choose number 1 if you'd like 11 distinctive breeds of sheep. Number 2, for sheep are not stupid, and they are not helpless either. Number 3 in the chat for fun facts about sheep. Number 4 for 6 fun facts about sheep you might not know. Number 5 for 10 surprising facts about sheep. And number 6, if you would like 20 super facts about sheep you wouldn't believe. I'm going to put on some ambient music while Amelia welcomes some friends in.
Yes, so these are the options of articles. Please cast your vote to let us know what you would like to learn about first. Thank you all for voting.
Yeah, we'll read multiple when we get to it.
Yeah. Re3, thank you for the cheers. I'm glad you're excited to learn about sheep. I am too. And Reg wishes she had magic. You do have magic.
You do have magic.
Yes, and welcome back for 5 months.
Lots of magic.
Lots of magic. Unprovidence, thanks for the donation and ready to chill. And Cheese Lover, always good to see you.
Hey,
Back for
cheese
2 months.
lover, love to see it. You know, we did a curiosity chill on cheese, and we learned a good many things. All right, last chance to give your opinion on which article we should begin and continue with. It's looking like 20 super facts about sheep you wouldn't believe.
Followed by fun facts about sheep.
Nice. Followed by what else?
Distinctive breeds of sheep.
Fun facts about sheep, distinctive breeds of sheep. Okay, and then we got
and then it's 10 surprising facts.
10 surprising facts,
Okay.
and then
That's good.
then we got
Sheep are not stupid.
sheep are not stupid. Yes. Okay. Sweet.
Okay,
All right.
let's begin.
Brip.
Deems Lounge, welcome back for 30 months.
Hey, the good old Deem we all know, just with a different username. Thank you for being here and supporting us for 30 months. We really appreciate you all joining us on stream live on Twitch. What peaceful music to listen to while we learn about a sheep.
20 super facts.
20 super facts about sheep. Let me put this article here on the screen.
Super Scree is back for 32 months.
Oh, looking to obtain this knowledge. Obtain it.
Also,
Obtain it.
Scree, that edit that you made, the compilation of our Little Nightmares 2 is amazing.
It is really amazing.
It is glorious.
I actually just put it up on YouTube, so after the stream I will post about it if you guys want to check out what Oliver hath wrought. It is quite marvelous. These are 20 super facts about sheep you wouldn't believe.
Here we have a list of 20 super facts about sheep. Find out the most interesting facts about sheep, which include Dolly, the cloned sheep, homosexual sheep, and what sheep milk actually is used for.
Ooh! Fun fact about sheep, number 1. There are over 1 billion sheep in the world.
What?
For those of you who are deathly afraid of sheep, that is horrible news. But for the...
Oh, that's
hello,
cute.
that's another sheep.
All right. Number 2, adult males are called rams, whilst adult females are called ewes. Baby sheep are called lambs.
You know, that's actually not true because adult males are called rams, adult females are called ewes, and baby sheeps are called woo-woos. You can have that one for free. Number 3, if a ram has been castrated, it is often called a wether. So, think about that for a moment.
A group of sheep is known as a flock, a herd, or mob. A mob of sheep has come for you.
Beware the mob of sheep and Jerry sheep, for they doth reign supreme. In 1996, a sheep called Dolly was the first mammal ever to be cloned from a somatic cell. Interesting, eh?
Wow.
I do remember this because it was in the back of my yearbook. They had like this little extra section. Anybody have that in their school yearbook where it's like, these are all the important things that happened, and like, we shot John Glenn into space again. You know, like this is a cloned sheep.
I remember that too.
Yep.
Also, Olivia Rose Goldilocks, welcome back for 9 months with a Twitch baby.
Hey, raise it up right. Teach it to bad if you can.
Number 6. The eyes of a sheep are placed in its head in such a way that they have a field vision of around 300 degrees. This allows sheep to see behind themselves without having to turn their head.
What?
Whoa.
Sheep be like owls?
That's amazing. I didn't know that. That's a lot of vision. Hey, Pumpkin Tiger, thank you so much for the gift sub group.
Yo, if you got one of those gift subs, check out the starter kit. It looks like this down below the video, and be sure to thank Pumpkin Tiger for their awesome generosity.
Yeah, thanks, Pumpkin.
Thanks.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that sheep had 300-degree vision.
Well, before you get too attached to the sheep, the ancient Greeks used to use the bones of sheep for dice.
Well,
Hey,
that's multi-purpose.
It's
you know?
multi-purpose. It's
Yeah.
reusing. We like
okay,
it. It's
okay.
recycling.
Yeah.
It's reusing. So if you play Dungeons and Dragons in the early ancient Greek times, you were rolling d20s made of sheep bone. Rolling bones. That's right. Throwing some bones. Sheep prefer to drink from running water instead of water from a trough. That makes sense. Me too.
Yeah.
I would rather not have stagnant water.
Yeah, me too. Oh, when giving birth, most ewes give birth to twins. Anyone here a twin?
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait.
Twin power?
Most sheep are born twins?
Yeah, apparently so.
What? That is a surprising fun fact about sheep that I did not know. And here's another fun fact you guys might not know, that True Hope Faith is back for 35 months. One of our longest subscribers on the channel. We super appreciate you being here.
Guys, welcome back.
OG of the G. Thank you for your support since the very beginning. We've been streaming. This is the beginning of our 4th year on Twitch, and some of you have been around for the whole thing. I really am so grateful for you. And Holly Everest, welcome back for 8 months. Thank you for your support as well. The sheep industry began in Central Asia over 10,000 years ago.
Whoa.
What were you all doing 10,000 years ago? Do you remember? What were you doing
Floating.
on this day?
Floating.
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 Sweet.
Waiting to be.
Floating, waiting to be.
In Scotland, theft of a sheep is still a hangable offense. Really?
Ooh.
Really?
Ooh, can we confirm that? Where my Scots at? I know we have some friends tuning in from Scotland right now. Anybody out there can let us know if they've ever heard of anyone being... Also, hanged is a really old school way to say, don't steal my sheep.
Yeah.
You know?
Sheep nabbers are bad folk.
Well, I mean, that is a valid point.
Yeah.
I like sheep as much as the next guy. I mean, you know.
It's not enforced, but it is the law. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh.
As a Scot, it's not entirely true, so it's more of the threat of it. Okay. Okay.
Well, let's not find out. Nobody find out. Nobody steal a sheep, okay? Can we all agree that we won't steal a sheep?
Okay.
To make one tennis racket, the small intestines of 11 sheep are needed.
What?
So do we have any tennis enthusiasts?
No.
Any tennis enthusiasts want to reconsider their use of 11 sheep's small intestines?
What?
Just saying.
Oh.
Just saying. Cosmic Georgie, even if the sheep is really cute, we cannot steal it, especially in Scotland. Okay?
Yeah.
I can't have any of you getting in trouble for stealing sheep.
Okay.
Amelia, what about number 13?
Number 13. If a sheep were to be put on its back, it would be unable to get back upright, like a turtle.
Oh, no. A turtle and a sheep have the same predicament of upside downness?
Maybe now people don't make tennis rackets out of intestines of sheep. But
What
maybe
else
they
are you going to
used
do with the intestines of a sheep, you know? I mean, you might as well put them to good use. Right?
I guess.
I mean, does anybody have a better use for sheep intestines? I personally can't think of one. Well, anyway, while we're at it, number 14, lamb has the lowest cholesterol of all the red meats.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
eat a lamb if you're up against cholesterol problems, I suppose, or maybe just eat some leaves.
Number 15. Studies have shown that around 8% of all male sheep are attracted to the same gender.
Huh.
Ah.
You know, I was going to guess 9, but I understand.
Homosexuality in the animal kingdom.
Homosexuality in the sheep kingdom. Hello and welcome to the sheep kingdom. Number 16. Sheep milk is often used to make cheese.
Ah, yes.
Some of the more popular cheeses that are made from their milk are feta cheese, pecorino cheese, and manchego cheese.
Ooh.
Does anybody out there have a favorite cheese? Feta is probably my favorite of those 3.
I like manchego.
Manchego, what's manchego like?
It's got a nice little bite to it.
A nice little bite to it. So does feta cheese, right?
Yeah, feta cheese for me can sometimes be too salty.
Too salty. See, for me, almost nothing can be too salty.
Did you know that during the First World War, President Woodrow Wilson had a flock of sheep that he used to trim the lawns at the White House? That's effective.
That's pretty clever, actually. You know, you can use goats for getting rid of unusual thistle and weeds, and they put them on farms to get rid of places that are very, nobody wants to go over there and get all those thorny things, and
Very smart.
the goats just eat it.
The goats.
Well, the act of breeding sheep is known as tupping. Tupping. Top of the morning to you. That's why they say it. They're like, oh, good morning. Like, the sun is up. Let's start breeding sheep in Ireland. Top of the morning to you.
Oh my God. There are approximately 900 different species of sheep in the world. That's a lot of different sheep.
Okay. 900 different species? That's a lot.
Yeah. That's a lot.
That's a lot of sheep varieties. And number 20, many sheep lovers from around the world have declared October 27th to be Hug a Sheep Day. So I expect everybody here to mark their calendars for October 27th. What are you guys doing? Usually 3 days before Halloween, I'm usually, 4 days. 4 days before Halloween. Yeah, that's when I usually hug sheep.
Yeah.
That works out.
That sounds like a good plan.
All right. Well, this is great news. To everybody here who learned a thing about sheep. Should we keep moving on?
Let's move on,
Fun facts about sheep. Article number 2. This is from opensanctuary.org. I'll share the link with the mods so they can easily share it with you. And Takeshi Kano, thank you very much for being here for 11 months. And Cumber Oil, another one of our long-term friends, 35 years subscribed to the channel, longer than either of us have been alive. Wow. Thank you for being here and supporting our channel for 35 years. And Bloody Cheyenne, thank you for the cheers. We appreciate you. Natalie, thank you for being here for 5 months. And Asay, welcome back for 8 months. Wait, what? A birthday notice? What is this?
Oh.
It's also your birthday today? Yo.
Happy birthday to you.
Specifically you. Asay, 78.
A woo-woo.
A woo-woo at you. Happy birthday, everybody. Thank you for sharing those nice happy birthday messages with our friends. We think it's awesome when you guys tune in on your birthday and give us a little of your celebration vibe. Unprovidence, thank you for this love for this stream. And Dylan Meredith is back for 29 months.
Whoa.
And Aegis Islet is back for 8. Appreciate you, friends. Look at this sweet little
This
Little one.
Little you.
Let's learn about it.
If you spend much time on sanctuary grounds, you'll likely know that residents have complex and fascinating personalities and quirks. Because many folks have likely never met individuals living out their lives in a sanctuary before, we have created a series of resources compiling fun and fascinating facts about residents to share with supporters about the general public.
Share those facts!
Sheeps are amazing, and everyone deserves to know them better.
All right, everybody, you deserve this.
You deserve it.
deserve to know about sheeps better. Did you know that sheep are excellent at recognizing and distinguishing between faces?
Oh.
In one study, scientists had sheep distinguish between the faces of celebrities such as Barack Obama, Emma Watson, and Jake Gyllenhaal. Now, I'm not really going to be that impressed that a sheep can tell the difference between Barack Obama, Emma Watson, and Jake Gyllenhaal.
I can. I will.
I mean,
That's really impressive.
if they were like, tell me the difference between all of the actors who've ever played Spider-Man, I'd be like, okay, that's impressive. But maybe many of the were still able to recognize the face after a picture had been altered or they were shown the same face from a different angle. Okay, that's impressive.
That is really
if they're like, oh, that's
impressive.
Emma. That's clearly Emma's side profile, you know?
Wow. Sheep have a great sense of smell and have special scent glands located in front of their eyes and between the digits of their hooves to help them out. Mothers learn to identify their babies by their unique scent. That's cool. Interesting. A great sense of smell. Scent glands in the front of their eyes and between their hooves.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Sheep also have a great sense of taste and can even use this sense to discriminate between plants and substances for the purpose of self-medication.
Wow.
This is an example of a behavior called zoopharmacognosy,
Wow.
where non-human animals seek out plants, insects, and certain types of soil and other things to medicate themselves for ailments like stomach upset and high parasite loads. That is impressive.
That is impressive.
I mean, I can't even figure out what I'm supposed to do to make myself feel better sometimes, and these sheep have got it all sorted.
Oh, okay, but what about sight? Sheep have amazing peripheral vision. The field of vision is nearly 360 degrees. Okay, so this is a little higher.
Okay. This is pushing it. We learned 300 degrees. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
I have to believe that the sheep can't see through the back of their own skull.
Yeah, but almost.
Almost.
They cannot see directly behind them, but otherwise have a very impressive visual range, especially when their head is lowered to graze.
Valid.
That's really cool because they're, little like predators come and want to eat them.
Yeah,
while
but I mean,
they're
lots
munching.
of animals are victim to predators wanting to eat them while they're munching.
I know,
mean, the
but
300 degrees
the
is
sheep is special in that way, because the sheep is
Oh,
developed.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think sheep are very special. I'm just saying that they can't see 360 degrees. Poggers, I'm Wolfie. Welcome back for a whole year. Thank you for 12 months of support, friend. We really appreciate you joining us on our stream. Thank you guys for subscribing. We have number 5. Sheep have a nifty little split in their upper lip to help them choose the plants they consume. But you know what they don't have? Front teeth in their upper jaw. Anybody else living that life?
Wow.
No front teeth in the upper jaw.
But they got a little split. Can we go up and to look at that sheep? Can we see? Oh yeah, I see it. Okay,
that's nifty. That's nifty. And Mellymel 2000.
Hey.
Thank you for the gift sub group hug. We
Thank you,
appreciate you.
friend.
Thank you so much. That's awesome, Mellymel. Good to see you here with us on stream. I'm glad you are learning about sheep with us today.
Yeah.
Okay. Sheep's memories are also pretty great. They can recognize up to 50 sheep faces and remember them for 2 years.
What?
Wow. So they can recognize human faces and sheep faces.
Yeah, but if the sheep that they once knew comes back to them after 2 years, they're like, I don't know you, man.
Yeah.
You've exceeded my memory.
Well-
I can't remember you.
Why?
Get out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like I don't know you anymore. Turn that frown upside down. Sheep can distinguish between a smile and a frown on human faces and prefer smiles, much like us.
Nice. So next time you go to meet a sheep,
Smile. Smile broadly. Smile as if you've learned 20 interesting facts about sheep. Another original gangsta here today. Bookworm Tales back for 33 months with some good news. Resuming work with the birds at their new home. Yes. The
Nice.
Birds of Prey Curiosity chill vibe. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That makes me really happy, Bookworm. Good on you. Let's take care of these animals, y'all.
Yeah. Number 8. Sheeps are quite clever. They can navigate mazes and have been found to use their excellent memory to memorize how to get through them quickly.
Yeah, and did you know that the first corn maze was actually built and designed by sheep? Not only do sheep form friendships, it appears they have some capacity for forming mental images of the faces of others. We don't know to what extent they experience this, but for humans, it would be similar to thinking about a good friend you are missing and picturing their face.
Aww.
Wow.
Sheep can see violet, blue, cayenne, green,
For
yellow.
youth growth green?
Yellow and orange. While they technically have the ability to see a little bit of red, they are green-red colorblind, so they can't distinguish between those colors. Okay, so if you go to visit a sheep, you want to smile at the sheep and wear violet, blue, cayenne, yellow, or orange, but not red or green, because then they won't be able to see your clothes.
So sheep probably don't, like Christmas colors are red and green.
Yeah.
So to a sheep, it's just all the same.
Yeah.
Singer TMN, thank you for the gift sub to Griffinshire. We do appreciate you. Well, hopefully this gives you and your visitors, whatever that means, a better idea of the complex and fascinating lives of sheep. Did you find any of these fun facts surprising? Or would you like to see a verified fun fact list of sheep? We have more facts.
Yeah.
More facts!
More facts.
This one is really good. Look at this sheep.
Wow.
Its ears look like eyes, and that's a little creepy. It looks a little bit like it's out of Pan's Labyrinth. Let's learn about it.
Those are probably tags in their ears, is my guess.
I think it's Satan's sister. Oh, this is Merritt Hostman.
Who took that photo?
No, this is Merritt. Here, everyone say hi, Merritt. You look like a Satan sheep. Moving on. The Chinese New Year ushers in the Year of the Sheep. Occasionally, depending on when this article was written. Which is sometimes referred to as the Year of the Goat, as the Chinese character for both animals is the same. You may think of sheep as something to count if you can't fall asleep, but they are grown all over the world for wool, meat, milk, and to show off at livestock shows where they can tell the difference between all of the people who've ever played Spider-Man. Sheep come in an amazing variety. As the author found while looking through these pictures, and they had to learn more about the different looking breeds. Everyone say hello to Jacob.
Oh, wow, Jacob.
Jacob played a lot of Diablo growing up and spent many times in a dungeon. The Jacob sheep is a fairly rare breed that can grow up to 6 horns.
6 horns?
6 horns! Or as few as 2, but 4 horns is most common. That seems reasonable,
Wow.
given the spectrum of possibility. According to the Jacob Sheep Breeders Association, of which I am the president, a finely bred Jacob should have eye patches that extend over the cheeks and a white blaze, a long tail, and white wool with patches of darker color, usually black. They were originally kept on high-class estates just for their looks. Now they're used for wool, meat, leather, and their unusual horns, which can be made into a variety of things.
Let's look at it again. Wow.
Look at it.
Those are some serious horns.
I mean, that matches the entire description, right?
Yeah. Hey, Cuomo, thanks for the gifts up to We Love Sheeps.
We love sheeps.
Well, hi, Jacob. It's nice to meet you.
Moving right along.
This is Najdi. Ooh, Najdi,
Hey.
you're so fancy.
Beautiful. Look at this.
Look at
beautiful.
this beautiful
This looks like
Najdi.
a. I've seen a dog that looks kind of like this.
Yeah.
Like a sheepdog.
All right.
But that's a sheep.
That's a sheep. Okay, Najdi. Najdi sheep are raised in Saudi Arabia and other countries in the Middle East. The best of the breed are very tall and have long, silky hair and drooping ears. They are typically black with white faces and feet. They are mostly raised for wool and milk and are very popular at livestock shows. Well, yeah.
I mean, this looks like a popular sheep.
So pretty, very elegant. I like the way that this sheep's fur kind of combs over their face. You know, it's like a real nice hairstyle. Real nice designer sheep, exactly.
Ooh, the Baldwin Welsh mountain sheep.
Look at this.
This is, I mean, there's a few of you here in Jerry Sheep who identify with this sheep. I just know. I love this blurry photo.
I know.
It's like Bigfoot. They've never been photographed stationary. They're always, Raise your hand if you're a Baldwin sheep.
The sheep pictured above looks as if it is trying to be a border collie, but those are the distinctive markings of the Baldwin Welsh mountain sheep. The breed originates with the Tywee Valley areas of Wales. It was almost wiped out during a particularly bad winter in 1947, but the breed has bounced back. According to the Baldwin Welsh Mountain Sheep Society, these sheep are small, healthy, and hardy, and they are so cooperative that you do not need a dog to train them.
That's the kind of sheep I would want to be like a shepherd of cooperative sheep. And people would be like, damn, man, these sheep are so cooperative. And I'll be like, yeah, genetically, like these guys are, more likely to follow the rules. These are non-deviant sheep. Discord Chaos King, thank you for the 17 months. And Cadavro, that is
Wow.
a really incredible set of horns on
Yeah.
that sheep you've found.
Jacob. Maybe not. Maybe.
But who dis? Everyone say, hey, Awasi.
Hey, Awasi.
Awasi looking
You're so fancy.
Looking so fancy, though. Looking like wearing this wool coat. Going to the market to purchase some items. Awasi sheep are popular in Iraq, Syria, Jordan, and other parts of the Middle East. The males can grow up to 6 horns. Awasi sheep have fat tails, meaning they carry a layer of fat in their tails that can get in the way of milking. They are well adapted to desert life, with a thin but fluffy wool that shields them from the sun's effects, and that traps a layer of air to act as an insulator from both heat and cold.
Ooh.
Awasi sheep can even regulate their pulse rates according to the temperature.
Whoa.
They are used for meat and wool, but more for milk than anything else.
Awasi.
They can also fly.
Wow.
Oh!
The badger face Welsh mountain sheep. I love this one.
I love
This is one I choose to hug
this
immediately.
one. Let's hug this one. Let's see if we can. Let's see.
Like the Baldwin Welsh mountain sheep, the badger face Welsh mountain sheep is a breed native to Wales with distinctive face markings. According to the Badger Face Welsh Mountain Sheep Society, they come in 2 colors, Tordu, which is white with black belly and black face stripes that resemble a badger's, and Torwin, which is black with a white belly. The sheep pictured above is Tordu. Both are small and known for their good meat.
Good meat.
I love you.
I love you. I love you, badger face sheep. I love your attitude. I love your sweet disposition. 12 out of 10 wood hug.
I also especially love the nose. His nose looks
His
extra
nose
big
is
because
really
of the
good.
black spot, you know?
Yeah, this is just such a little nose. I like that you guys are rating these sheep. Please continue to rate the sheep if you like.
Yeah.
All right, this is a Zwartbulls sheep coming at you.
Oh! Those are good too. I
These
like
are
them.
really good.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at these ones. Oh, with the little socks. Zwartbulls sheep not only have a unique appearance, but an awesome name from the Netherlands. They're good-natured, lively, and are very maternal in caring for their lambs. The Zwartbulls Sheep Association, which, by the way, rivals the Jacob Sheep Association, and the two cannot get along, and one time, don't even get me started. They say the standard for the breed is that they have thick, springy black fleece, which turns brownish in the sun, and a white blaze. They also have white socks and white tips on their tails. Zwartbulls are rather large sheep. The breed almost died out in the 70s, with only between 250 and 500 on farms in 1978. The breed was saved by wool spinners who wanted the dark wool and the numbers to rebound. In later decades, they were exported to the UK, where the Zwartbull population increased greatly.
Nice.
Thank you, Netherlands, and thank you, UK, for taking care of such a beast as this.
So cute.
Honestly, whoa. Sienna's giving it like, what is it? It's 100,000 out of 10? You would adopt one? I mean, it sounds like you could. But take good care. Who this? Blueface Leicester.
Blue-faced Leicester.
This is like, he's got blue face on it.
Oh, but look at those ears.
He got into the therium.
Okay. There are 3 breeds of English Leicester longwool sheep, developed by Robert Bakewell in the 1700s. The Blueface was the first breed in the late 1800s. The blue cast of the sheep's face is due to the dark skin with white hair.
Okay. But I really do see some blue there.
Yeah.
That looks real blue. All right.
Lester, pronounced Lester.
The blue-faced Lester.
Lester.
Hey, Lester. Clomo, you did all your research, didn't you?
Thank you for letting us know how to pronounce when we mispronounce, because
Yes.
we do that often.
50 out of 10, that's a good review. Ooh, Raka. Satan's sheep. I don't really know that the Raka sheep originate from Hungary. Their distinction is their long horns. Okay.
Yeah.
Which can grow up to 20 inches long on rams, almost 2 feet, and just a bit shorter on ewes. Their wool ranges through different shades of brown to black, and the tips can turn red by sun exposure or gray with age. Raka sheep are hardy and are prized crossbreeders for this trait.
Wow.
I mean,
I like how they're how the horns like curl and twist. That's really cool.
yeah. So far this one's getting my attention the most. This one I would use to defend the perimeter
Yeah.
if I needed defensive sheep.
Okay.
Ooh.
Pharaohs. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
I think it's pharaohs.
Pharaohs. Look at that. Look at that pretty
That's
face.
fancy. That's real fancy. Tell us about pharaohs.
The sheep of the Faroe Islands have been isolated from the mainland UK sheep for 1,000 years, at least from the time of the Vikings. There are around 70,000 Faroe sheep on the island today. Faroes are small, hardy, and wear a thick, warm coat of wool as they graze in the windy islands. They are raised for their wool, which is still hand-spun and knitted by individuals on the Faroe Island, as well as sold to clothing companies that use the cachet of the islands to sell sweaters.
Love it. I just love it. There are more sheep than people on the Faroe Islands, says Irin Ted. Whoa! Okay.
Wow.
Okay. This might be the new favorite here.
Look at
They
that.
just keep getting better and better. This is Manx Logetan. Okay. The Manx Logetan sheep is a rare and ancient breed of sheep from the Isle of Man. The word Logetan means mouse brown, although the sheep come in several colors. It is another polysyrate? Polysyrate? How do you say? I'm gonna ask the robot lady how to say this word.
Okay.
Robot lady, tell me.
Polycerate.
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 Polycerate. Thank you, robot man. Robot lady
Polycerate.
must be having a day off. Meanwhile, they can grow 2, 4, or 6 horns.
Wow.
The breed was almost wiped out in the 1950s, but they bounced back due to conservation efforts and interest in the sheep's high-quality wool. Manx Logetan sheep have been introduced to the Isle of Jersey to fill the ecological niche left by the extinct Jersey sheep.
Oh, wow.
I love to see it. I love to see it.
Look at that face. Look at those eyes.
A lot of points. You make a good point, Booterbox. You make a good point. As many as 6 points.
Wow. Wensleydale. The Wensleydale sheep. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Look at this.
Look at those curls.
Look at this. This is like, it looks like it was braided and then crimped
Yeah.
and then like, what a look at this face. What
Wensleydale.
a divine face.
Wensleydale sheeps are large with blue faces, but their most distinctive feature is their long, curly wool that resembles sausage curls or dreadlocks from a distance. Most Wensleydale sheep are white, but an occasional black Wensleydale is born when both parents carry the recessive gene for black wool. Their wool is the most expensive in Britain, so Wensleydale are popular for crossbreeding as well as for wool and meat.
All right.
Wow.
That is deluxe.
Wow.
That one I will rate 100,000 out of 10. This is the best sheep.
That's a fancy sheep.
This is the best sheep.
Wensleydale. Okay,
Wow.
so out
Sick
of
Musley
these,
says 90 billion out of 10.
out of these sheep, which is your favorite?
All right, we'll do a speed round. We got Wensleydale,
Wensleydale.
if that's your favorite. We've got Manx.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Pharaoh's is pretty
Pharaoh's
great.
is pretty great, yeah.
And Raka.
Raka's good
Raka,
too.
Boom
Mhm.
Shaka Raka Raka.
Blue-faced.
Blue-faced Leicester.
Oh, these are good.
The Zwartbles.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Or
This one's my favorite.
Badger Face is your favorite?
Yeah.
From the Welsh Mountains?
Yeah.
You can't pick. I know. They get cuter and cuter each one you
Badger
see.
face.
Stylish on the way to the market. Owasi sheep. And who this?
That is the Baldwin Mountain sheep.
Yeah, a little blurry with his
Yeah.
dizzy little eyes.
Oh,
yeah. And
this
then,
one is a nice one,
yeah,
too.
Yeah, Najee.
the Najdi.
And last but not least, Jacob the
Jacob sheep, yeah.
sheep. Ooh. You're from the Isle of Man? Well, there you go. Then
That's
you
pretty
you
cool.
found your sheep. Well, look, friends, we're cruising right along. Please type enhance or use the enhance emote if you would like more facts about sheep, and I will continue on with 10 surprising facts about sheep. We've learned 20 super facts, we've learned fun facts, and we've learned 11 distinctive breeds of sheep. There's a sufficient number. It's time for 10 surprising facts about sheep.
Okay.
All right, we may know some of these facts already because you guys have been so well educated by your expert streamers here who relied heavily on Clomo and Jade this week. All right.
10 surprising facts. Don't let the term sheepish, often used to describe people who mindlessly follow others, fool you. Sheep are intelligent animals and are capable of making more than just grazing on a pasture.
Yeah.
These are 10 reasons why sheep are such interesting animals that you'll have to read to believe. This looks like a standard American sheep.
Standard American and woo-woo. Terminology. A female sheep is called ewe. A male sheep is called a ram, and the process of giving birth is called lambing.
Oh.
A group of sheep is called a flock. Within only minutes, newly born lambs can stand and are walking with the flock almost immediately.
Wow.
Whoa! So here's the link for this one. This is on spca.bc.ca/news/facts about sheep.
So we know that also not only are a group of sheep called a flock, but they can also be called a mob as well.
They can, and when they turn that mob mentality, there's nothing they won't do.
Yeah.
Number 2. Sheep, like goats, have rectangular pupils. Did you think about that? I did, because I've been watching The Witcher recently, and there was a creature on there who had rectangular pupils, and that stressed me out. Their rectangular pupils allow them to have, here we go, I can buy this, 270 to 320 degree field of vision. We're settling on that. One article said 300, one said nearly 360.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with this. 270 to 320 degree field of vision. It means they can see almost everything around them except for what's directly behind them without having to turn their heads. This is especially useful for sheep as they are a prey species and need to always be on the watch for predators.
They have an excellent sense of smell with scent glands in front of their eyes and on their feet between their hooves.
Knew it!
There are also 1,000 distinctive breeds of sheep worldwide, which we learned about. And with all these different breeds, there are some very unique characteristics. Some breeds, like the Hebridean and the Navajo Truro, possess the how did you say that? Polycerate gene, meaning that they have the ability to grow 2, 4, and even 6 horns.
All right, if you were a sheep, would you want to have no horns, 2 horns, 4 horns, 6 horns?
I would say 2 horns, like this middle one, the one in the middle.
That middle one is gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks really gorgeous. The Raka sheep is unique in that both males and female sheep possess long spiral-shaped horns. The Najdi sheep has long, silky hair rather than curly hair like other sheep breeds.
I really like all these different numbers of horns you would have one unicorn sheep horn. I forgot to mention that as an option. Way to think out of the box, Pillow Cat. I like your style. Sheep have great memories, as we've learned. They can tell the difference between everyone who's ever played Spider-Man. And they can tell the difference between Spider-Man in the comics. Sheep can self-medicate, we've learned. They use plants and other substances that would otherwise hold no nutritional value for them to prevent or treat diseases, and to teach their young to do the same.
They are emotionally complex animals capable of experiencing a wide range of emotions, just like humans do. Many studies have highlighted the ability for sheep to feel afraid, angry, bored, sad, and happy.
And wrathful.
Not only are sheep able to feel basic emotions, but their feelings can be very complex and include interactions between emotions and cognition. For example, believe it or not, scientific studies have shown that sheep can be pessimists and optimists.
Okay, well, let's take a poll here. Do we think this sheep is a pessimist or an optimist?
I'm getting a little pessimistic vibes from this sheep.
I mean, are you a pessimistic sheep too?
Like, its face looks really, it's just look at the eyes.
It's
A
the
little
expression.
bit, yeah,
Maybe
bit
a
like-
realist. Yeah, Moon turtle, that's hilarious. Look, I'm not a pessimist. I'm just a realist, okay? I'm just out here. You think it's an optimist? Enough of you think it's an optimist.
Neutral.
He's neutral. All right, well, we learned also that sheep have a groove in their upper lip that divides it in half, and that will help them be so picky when they graze. Remember also that they have no teeth on the top front of jaw. What?
Yeah, they don't have any teeth on their top jaw.
They talk like this.
Sheep are highly social and smart animals. They form strong bonds with one another, such as those between a mother and her lamb and other friendships. Studies have revealed that they are able to recognize and distinguish between different emotional expressions, such as a picture of a sheep with a calm expression, a startled expression, and fearful expressions. This is a very important skill for sheep to have, as learning how other sheep are feeling is the basic form of forming social relationships. They even recognize human faces.
Whoa.
We learned that they don't, yeah?
Sheep don't have teeth in their upper jaws. All right, friends, I'm not going to lie. I want to crush this last 6 fun facts about sheep because we can. We probably know half of them already, but let's see what happens. 6 more fun facts about sheep you might not know. Sheep.
Oh, look at those ears.
Okay, optimist. That's an optimist sheep.
Yeah, that's an optimist.
This reminds me of that famous picture of Albert Einstein with his tongue out. I like this sheep.
Me too.
What? Their wool will grow forever? Back in 2004, Shrek the Merino sheep hid in a cave for 6 years so he wouldn't have to get sheared. But by the time he was cornered and given his long overdue haircut on New Zealand national television, there was enough wool to make 20 men's suits.
What?
Can you imagine going around for 6 years wearing 20 suits? Ooh. In 2015, a sheep named Chris, who was found in Canberra, Australia, unloaded 89 pounds of fleece.
Wow.
Unlike wild sheep or hair sheep, breeds that naturally shed, the wool of the domestic breeds like the merino will just keep growing, according to Dave Thomas, the now retired head of sheep studies at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. On a related note, 1 pound of wool can make up to 10 miles of yarn.
Wow.
A sheep, depending on the breed, can produce between 2 and 30 pounds of wool a year. So do the math. Whoa!
Wow.
300 miles of yarn in one sheep a year?
Oh, okay, so get a look at this eye. This is a special sheep eye because they have almost 360-degree vision. Not quite, though.
Yeah, we're going to stick with that 270 range.
Yeah, 270 to 320.
But look at that rectangular pupil.
Yeah, so sheep have a rectangular pupil that give them amazing peripheral vision. It's estimated that their field of vision is between 270 and 320. So humans average between about 155 degrees and depth perception. They're great assets.
And some are gay.
Oh, yes.
As we learned, homosexuality in the animal kingdom is quite common, and so too in humans, so don't worry about it too much. Here we have a bunch of, presumably there's a couple of gay sheep in here, because we learned about 8% of total sheep population.
Yeah.
While there are instances of homosexuality in nearly all animal species, sheep are the only animals besides humans that show a same-sex preference for life. In flocks of domestic sheep, up to 8% of the males prefer other males, even when fertile females are around. In some other animal species, males will pair up with males and females with females under certain circumstances. But with sheep, it's a lifelong propensity.
Huh.
Hey,
That's cool.
that is cool. We learned about the upper lip of the sheep. I'm not going to tell you guys about this again, but they
Yeah.
have an upper lip split that helps them be picky eaters. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
They can't right themselves if they are tipped onto their back like a turtle.
Like a turtle.
That sucks.
Sheep are, they can't flip over. And number 6, we learned about the historical ties to the U.S. presidents that during the First World War, all the way back, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison. Who's the guy the little guy who spoke to me?
No.
James Madison? No, James Madison, the other one. Who's the other one? John Adams.
Yeah, John Adams.
John Adams didn't keep sheep, apparently. All raised sheep. In fact, Madison was sworn in wearing a coat spun from his own sheep's wool. Woodrow Wilson kept a flock of White House sheep during the World War I to keep the grass trimmed and cost-cutting measures and to show support for the war effort.
Nice.
Nice. Well, you know what time it is, Amelia Rose.
Pop quiz.
Pop quiz.
All right, friends. Tell us one thing that you learned on today's Curiosity Chill about sheep.
Yep, that's it. All you got to do is type one thing that you learned. If your rate of learning information is one thing per hour, you're doing it right.
Sheep can remember 50 faces. They are colorblind to red and green. There are gay sheep. They are fluffy. They have scent glands in their hooves. Rectangular pupils. Twins, yes, most sheep are born as twins. Some of them can have up to 6 horns. They're cute. 270 to 320 degree field of vision. They're very smart. They have a split in their upper lip. They can medicate themselves. They have great eyesight. Some of their wool never stops growing.
In the domestic breeds.
Male sheep are called rams. They could be pessimistic or optimistic. Well, this is I'm very proud. I'm very proud. This is a great pop quiz. You all get an A.
Everybody gets an A.
Yeah.
Good work, especially all of you. Thank you for being here. And Cosmic, thank you for the sub. We appreciate you subscribing to our channel. And Unprovidence, thank you for the gift, and for Styles Brown Bat, welcome back for 4 months for that fluffy sheep. And Susie Septiceye, loving this stream. Hey, we appreciate you all so much. We're gonna decide where we're going to raid together after I'm gonna do it right before because I've got it typed in. Where are we going to raid? And then we will decide what we'll study together on the next stream. All right. So
Yeah.
You got two more little polls here. The first option of where we can raid, type a number 1 into the chat if you would like to raid a violin playing stream. Number 2, if you would like to raid a painting stream where they're specifically painting a puppy. I think they're painting a depiction of a puppy, not on a puppy.
Oh, okay.
Number 3 is someone playing Goat Simulator, which I didn't even know there was a Goat Simulator. And number 4, Animal Crossing, because... Animals cross, and they might have a sheep villager. Let's see what's going on. Where should we raid? The Goat Simulator is getting a lot of love off the top.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Makes sense.
Pretty awesome find there, Pillow. And I think we should just call it at this point. Anybody else wants to vote, now's your last chance to do so. But I think we're gonna raid the Goat Simulator after we discover what we will pull or what we will study together on next week's stream.
Yes.
Violin is growing, but not fast enough. All right, it's official. We're raiding Goat Simulator.
Perfect.
Awesome. So now, friends, what should we study?
What should we study next week on Curiosity Chill? Type something into the chat that you are curious about. I'm seeing platypus in Jericho. Jericho. A lot of platypus. Okay.
Yeah, I understand. Screams in platypus.
Narwhals. Volcanoes.
Okay, hold on. I gotta appreciate Book out there being like, let's include echidnas in with platypus. I think that's appropriate. What else we got, Amelia?
What did I say? I said narwhals, volcanoes, zodiac signs.
All right, hold on one second. We did zodiac signs pretty recently. What was the other one?
I don't know.
You're doing
volcanoes,
great.
volcanoes.
Volcanoes was up there last time. Yeah, volcanoes.
I'm seeing a lot of love. Oh, fireworks. That could be interesting.
Fireworks, yeah.
Deep sea creatures.
Oh, okay.
Musicals.
Deep sea creatures and musicals and fireworks. I think that's good.
Mermaids.
Mermaids. All right, let's pull those 6.
All right.
Please, if you'd be so kind, type into the chat on Twitch number 1 for monotrims, which is platypus and the echidna. Number 2, volcanoes, which honestly I looked up 3 times how to spell that word because it just doesn't look right when you look at it like that, but that's how you spell volcanoes. Musicals, number 3. Number 4 in the chat for deep sea creatures. Number 5 in the chat for fireworks. And number 6 for mermaids.
What are you curious about for next week's Curiosity Chill? Type whatever number tickles your fancy to cast your vote.
Yeah, and thanks again to all of our awesome moderators and our lieutenants who help us out on the Goodly Twitch and on our Discord, making it so awesome that we get to study together. All right. Monotrims, platypus, and echidna will be the topic for next week. But before we go, I will let you know that platypus do produce milk for their young, but they sweat it out their sweat glands, and that's been a thing to learn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, 48% is enough for me. Let's do it. If you're out there sweating milk, don't sweat it. We are gonna raid